In this episode,
is that a fish island?
The thing I love about traveling, the thing I love about mountain biking, the thing I love about Dusty Betty is the community and the people that I meet, and I love having these trips with friends and bringing a lot of those people together. You guys ready to go ride?
Yeah!
Camping, amazing weather, gorgeous scenery, extreme difficulty, double black, which is a red.
911, what is the address of the emergency?
Hi Dusty Betties and Dusty Boys. Today we're in Southwest Utah for a 3-day mountain biking and camping trip with friends and some family. We've got kids with us, we've got all levels of riding, and so it'll be fun. There'll be something for everybody on this trip. Part of the group is going to be riding this beautiful paved trail that comes down the canyon, and the other part of the group is going to ride Thunder Mountain, which is mostly downhill, but beautiful, beautiful country. Steve's going to go head out with the group to do Thunder Mountain. And I'm going to do the paved trail with a couple of the ladies and some of the kids. It's going to be fun.
We are at the beginning of Thunder Mountain Trail with some really fun people from Idaho, Arizona, state of Washington, and Utah. We got a good mix here. Let's go hit the trail. Man, trail conditions are perfect. It rained yesterday. So we have zero dust, and this trail can often get dusty, I hear. What a beautiful place. There's so much traction. It looks like it'd be so slippery, but there's so much traction.
All right, this is our half of the shuttle. We got 2 vehicles. You guys ready to go ride?
Yeah!
We got a little bit of time to kill while my mom and Cammie are setting up the shuttle. I don't know if the wide-angle lens can capture how beautiful this landscape is, but it is so gorgeous here.
Awesome day.
All right, let's get on the road. Woo, good job. So this right here is my mom. We got Kayla and Laura leading the pack. There goes Kayla. So this is Cammie, and she is the mother of these cute little twin girls. This is called the towies, and Cammie and her husband use these with the girls sometimes. It's like an elastic leash that they attach to their bike, and then the girls, and they can help tow them up hills. That is cool. Fenner's being such a good boy. So this is Red Canyon Trail. Right now we're kind of in the valley, and it's a little bit rolling, but it will be mostly downhill, I think, once we get to the canyon. I bet Steve's having fun right about now.
Doing a little bike swap, because that's always fun. On a Pivot Mach 6 right now. All right, now I'm on Ben's giant Trance, size large, I think. And it feels super comfy. All right, now we're on a Rocky Mountain Pipeline. This is better than Outer Bike. I love 29ers on the uphills. Wow, that manual's as well as my bike. All right, back on the Rollick, which I love this bike. You guys have the right of way. Have a good ride.
Yeah, it is. The best part of you guys' trail. The very highest point out there, that's Bryan Head Peak. So Bryan Head's just off the other side of that. The Virgin River Rim that we'll be riding tomorrow is out on the far horizon on the left.
You're doing so well, Millie. I don't ride a lot of paved trails, but I have to say this one is quite beautiful. 1, 2,
stop.
You're doing so awesome, girl. Thanks for waiting up for us. Yeah. He's learning to walk over cattle grates. I'm pretty impressed. Good boy, that's so good. All right, we got a nice little spot for a quick snack break and pit stop. We're doing awesome. We're almost halfway. Here, drink water. He found a nice cow pie to roll in. Okay, so that's on me because I had Fender off leash. Ugh, he smells horrible. Ugh.
This is very cool.
Yeah, we are cruising. Come on, dog. Yeah. Look at this view. This is incredible. Not bad. Whew. Yeah. Hank is 57 years old, riding like a 20-year-old. Holy cow. Okay, we gotta look at this. He's smuggling an egg under his shin. Holy cow.
Can you say hematoma?
No doubt. Show us your goose egg once more. That's not a knee, guys. That's his shin.
All right, Stinko the dog. Let's get out of here. Look at all those Dusty Bettys. So in case anyone out there is considering duplicating this ride, you do not need an enduro bike, but I'm riding the bike I brung. Yeah, show us how you crank on those. Yeah, Millie. Yeah. Yeah, girl. Oh, you're making it. You're making it. They call it Red Canyon.
There was so much motorcycles.
Yeah, that was a lot of motorcycles. All right, here's the washout zone. I think we're gonna be walking the bikes. All right, just a little quick detour. All right, that didn't take long.
No, that wasn't too bad.
Oh, we're at the infamous switchbacks. I love these. Alright, I'm committed to making this turn. You! I practically stopped, but I made it. Oh, look at these cliffs. The most dangerous part about this ride, Joseph said, and he's right, is that you stop and look at the scenery when you should be focusing on the ride. What a beautiful spot!
There's the famous archway. I've got to stop with the rest of these tourists and take a picture of this because it is gorgeous. All this downhill is super nice for us people on the bikes, but Fender's getting tired, so we're gonna take it easy the rest of the way, and we're actually almost to the end of the ride anyway. Got a feeling Steve's ride is going a little different than mine right now.
Good riding with good friends, camping, amazing weather, gorgeous scenery. On your left. Yeah, baby. Whoa. Surprise.
We made it! How was it, Hattie?
Fun.
Hey, we got some familiar faces.
I didn't know we were back, and I see Millie.
Talk about timing. I'm betting you guys didn't stop for as many snack breaks as we did, though.
Nice job, Maxton. Did the whole Thunder Mountain ride. Hook the Trail Dog has the right idea.
Good group. Everybody's got blood. It's great. Yeah.
Everyone should have a pair of those.
Need an active.
You should push it by the straps.
It is lunchtime. Having me a yummy sandwich. Everybody's kind of doing their thing. Fueling up for more fun, or in my case, fueling up to shower my poopy dog. Water must be rationed on camping trips like this, so Fender's getting a preliminary baby wipe bath. You didn't just put your foot in it, Fender. You put your whole self in it. And there's something in a twisted way that's a little bit admirable about that. Corbin and Laura are so nice, and they're letting us use their little outdoor shower to clean Fender. Fender is such a sensitive dog. He comes up to me and he's just kind of like, do you still love me? Look at him. So, I think he's sorry. My mom is doing dinners. She made us taco salad stuff tonight. Yoink. What are you having for dinner, Ernie?
I'm hoping it's meat.
Carne asada.
Tonight's topic of fire discussion is the junk left behind on Everest when people climb it, and then they leave it all behind, and there's garbage everywhere up there now. That's what we're talking about.
I think that's the one that gets the credit. It's the one that do it.
The best part of the day was, thanks to some awesome people that were willing to watch our girls, I was able to ride Thunder Mountain with my wife, which was really cool.
The best part of the day was watching Hattie and Millie rocket down the paved trail today.
Sorry about this, I'm built for radio, not video. But the best part of my day is right now the campfire. It's my favorite part.
Best part of the day is yet to come, but it has been sharing it with really awesome people. So,
Best part of the day for me was when I got to meet a lot of new people.
Best part of the day was waking up at this beautiful campsite and riding down Red Canyon today. Super pretty and so fun to be out riding with the little dusty Bettys.
Usually I have a best part of the day, but I don't have a highlight today. The whole day has just been wonderful, and I can't find a high point because the whole day was just an amazing day. Great people. I love hanging out at the fire. I'm with Hank. I think the best part of the day is yet to come when we go on our night ride. Good morning, it's day 2. We got a couple different rides, couple different groups going on today. Some people are going to Bryce Canyon National Park. Some people are going to ride the Virgin River Rim Trail. And some people are going to ride Navajo Lake. And hopefully we all end up at the same place tonight at Gooseberry Mesa for camp for tomorrow's ride at Gooseberry. I know a lot of you will want to know where this is, and we love you, but we don't post our camping sites online. We want to keep them somewhat wild so you can find them on your own after a lot of research and exploring, so that these don't just become inundated with RVs. Because when people put coordinates online and say stay here, A, they're always taken, and B, they're often overrun with lots of trash and stuff. So we try to keep our favorite spots a secret. Nothing personal, it's just how we choose to do it.
Look at how good this dog is. I just tethered him to a shovel, which he could totally pull out, but he doesn't even try. He's a good boy.
Good.
Aren't you a good boy?
If your feet weren't sore, you would be able to come with us today, but you're going to be napping in the car. You know I'm not the only one who wants a tent big enough to fit their mountain bike in it at night. Time to tune it up, get everything ready to go. We're packing up and getting out of here. This is the coolest rack. We're going to do a full review on it later. This is a 7-rack holder. He's let us take it on this trip, and it's been amazing. I'm not going to give away all the details. This is still a prototype, and the new version is coming out with all the extra bells and whistles. But it's called Velociracks, and it's my favorite rack design. I really, really like it. We're super stoked to be able to test it out and put it through its paces on this trip.
It's so nice on this trip because we're doing so many shuttled rides that to be able to carry 7 bikes has been super handy.
I was thinking, when would I need a 7-bike carrier? We can only even fit 5 in the truck, but it's actually been super helpful. 7 bikes. We will show you more about these racks later. Here's their logo, Velociracks. Really cool setup.
Alright, best campsite ever. Time to say goodbye. I think we're pretty much packed up and ready to head off to our next destination.
We made it. Teresa's almost done dumping footage from yesterday.
Ow!
Everybody's here.
Alright, we've done a little more shuttle engineering. I think we've got things figured out. Let's do some riding, do some shuttling.
Thank you, shuttle friends. There's 3 of us on the ride. Rad, and me, and Joseph, and the dog. Thanks, guys. See ya.
Ow!
This is the Virgin Rim Trail. 30-mile trail, 3,000 feet of elevation, maybe 3,600, I can't remember exact stats. Yeah, this trail does not get used very much. We're doing our trail duty to keep this trail broken in. And we're up around 9,000 and 10,000 feet for this trail, so we're gonna be breathing hard. Total adventure ride, 30 miles in the middle of the backcountry. No paved roads to bail us out on.
Alright, so we made it to Navajo Lake. Have a look at this. It is gorgeous up here. I think just about everyone is going to try to get a ride in today, so we're going to get dressed and do some riding. Janice is the only one in this group who's been on this trail before, so we're following her. Leap! Leap!
Come on. Come on, buddy, I'm leaving. Good.
A little more climbing. A little more climbing. Whew.
What a neat trail. This is nice and raw and fun. Yeah, this is fun. We climbing now? Alright, this is where we say goodbye to Joseph for a while. It's a nice climb. Wow. Looking into Zion National Park there, that is beautiful. The vistas up here are incredible. Check this out. A lot of momentum killing rocks here. Whoa there. Okay, Doug, on your left. Oh man. So good. I think I could get over from that side. A lot of climbing on this leg. This uphill's kicking my butt. Brad's got the MREs. Joseph's got the gummy worms.
Picture of healthy food choices.
And I've got my tailwind. I don't really get hungry when I have this in my water bottle.
I keep having to stop to let my heart recover, and Mom's not used to the elevation, so she's in the same boat, and Mariana is a good sport. She doesn't mind hanging with us. There's a really big problem with these beetles here, so they'll have volunteers come through and like pile up a lot of the dead, diseased stuff, and then they will do controlled burns at a certain point. So all these little teepees of logs will eventually get burned.
This trail is type 2 fun. Let me explain the types of fun for you. Type 1, fun to do, fun to talk about later. Type 2, not fun to do, fun to talk about later. Type 3, not fun to do, not fun to talk about later. Brad's riding a 15-year-old bike and he's smoking me. It's inspiring.
It's really helpful to follow someone close. Just see where they ride. Kind of keeps you from getting tunnel vision, because instead of like stressing about reading the trail, you can just follow the person in front of you. So right now, I've got my mom trailing right behind me. Woo! Another little punchy climb. Gotta stop and show you guys this view of the lake. There's the lake. Getting close to the top, and then we gotta double back along the other side. Everybody's doing great. Mariana's killing it. Mom is doing really well too. There you go, use momentum. Yeah, while you have the momentum, get some of that pedaling out of the way. Great job. You got this, you go as slow as you want. Nice. Great job. You got this one. Yeah.
Let's see where we are on the elevation profile.
Little ups and downs and then down to the lake.
If Joseph says it's tough, it's tough. It's interesting. It's just kind of awkward with these rocks. You can't fly down them, and you can't go slow or they'll stop your momentum. It's a fun challenge though. There you go, that's how you get through them. Manual through them all. This is fun. We're up to type 1 fun now. Hook is the best trail dog I've ever seen. It's awesome that this Rowlet can climb all this and do so well on such an epic long distance ride.
So we are about halfway, but as you can see, it gets way easier after this, which will be really nice. You can go ahead, Dashi. Go see your mama. Yeah, we're gonna be going down to the road, so there might be a few more of these tight turns. Almost to the road. Sorry, you were probably waiting forever. Ernie stopped to make sure that we did not miss this turn because it's a little tricky to see.
Wow. That is so cool. Woo! Yeah, we're cruising. Woo-hoo-hoo! That was awesome. Nice, man.
I was actually a little worried about my brakes not stopping me there.
Rad has got a bid on eBay for a Stash 5. Fingers crossed he gets it. Oh, that was a ripping downhill. That was super fun.
Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. We're across the road. We are now riding across the top of the lake. Lava field. That's a little challenge here. Holla if you've ever had Braxton Hicks contractions while you were mountain biking. Ooh, whoa, cool. Check out this lava field. Alright, I gotta get a picture of this. This is so cool. In Utah and Idaho, you have a lot of these lava fields where there's just lava that just looks like it's spontaneously pushed up out of the ground. I'm sure it's a lot more scientific than spontaneously pushing up out of the ground, but it sure looks cool, especially in these aspen forests.
Now the longest climb of all is yet ahead. We're gonna climb up for like 3 miles and then descend into Navajo Lake where our lunch is and the rest of the vehicles. I'm not looking forward to this climb, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty tired, but we're gonna do it. This climb has been brutal. Pretty steep here. Saving some energy for what's still ahead.
Still climbing?
Still climbing.
Dash cam. Oh yeah. We are officially on the other side of the lake. More than halfway done with our ride. Wonder how the guys are doing.
So good. It's nice to have some downhill. This trail felt like 90% uphill so far. Wow. Check out that lake.
Super proud of Mom. She's not used to this elevation. She lives at sea level. She's done really well.
Look at all these piles of firewood. Looks like it's ready for a controlled burn in here. I can see Hook's tongue hanging out from here. What a beast of a dog. He can't just roll on wheels, he has to run this whole thing. No coasting for him. Woo! Wheelie time. Yep. Someone got a good camp ride on the trail. It's 4 p.m. and I'm ready for lunch. Yay, the cars!
This is the longest single track trail I think my mom has ever done. 11 miles, blue square, go mama. Whoop!
Yay, you're alive, you made it.
You guys are alive.
Barely.
Nice ride.
How are you doing?
I'm dead, but I'm gonna try to continue on.
It really wouldn't be bad if they hadn't put ball bearings on the whole trail that's like this big.
Rad's got to head out, but it was good to have you.
Make it early.
Best part of the trip?
I guess, how about a tie between Maxton and Hook? Which one is more ridiculously amazing?
What a spot for a picnic. That is beautiful. You look like Gollum. We're having goat cheese and beet sandwiches. I love beets.
Well, that was quite a ride, and I didn't even finish it, but it's getting a little bit late, and we have the option to either finish it and prove to myself I can do hard things. I've proved that to myself before, but this is a hard thing. Or go to camp and get some pizza and enjoy some time with friends around the campfire. And that sounds more appealing right now, and I'm on vacation, and so I'm gonna do that.
It is vacation.
It's not like me to leave a ride unridden, but this man over here, he would have been fine to finish it. Me, my legs are pretty sore.
All right, we are just about ready to head into camp for the night. Steve is too good to me. He already loaded the bikes. I know that you could finish that trail, but I'm actually kind of glad, since we're on vacation, to just be able to chill tonight and just hang out with our friends, get into camp probably a couple hours earlier at least, and let's go to Hurricane.
I'm glad you know I could finish that ride, because I'm not sure if I know that I could finish that ride. That was really hard. But the ride back was probably only like 500 or 600 feet elevation, which I could do, and then a couple thousand feet down. But man, Joseph is a beast.
I also think that having me be pregnant has taken a hit on Steve's fitness level, because it's been nice while we've been in Utah. There's been friends for him to ride with, but without like having your live-in riding buddy be up to the kind of stuff that we used to be able to do together, it's definitely taken a hit on him. So it's been a sacrifice on his part as well. But I'm super grateful, and I'm glad that he has fun people to ride with this weekend to do some fun trails. And it's been fun to ride with like my mom and my sister, and it's been really good. The view from here is so beautiful, and you can see the landscape changing from this alpine aspens and, you know, pine trees and stuff, and it kind of slowly, gradually phases into more of the landscape that you see in like Zion National Park. Pretty beautiful out here. Reminds me of Colorado.
It's like driving through Zion National Park.
Check out the rainbow. Beautiful.
Double rainbow. What does it mean?
We're almost to Hurricane, Utah, where we have pizza waiting. Pizza. Let's have a look. Margarita pizza for me, Hawaiian for Steve. I think we're gonna take this up to camp on the Mesa. Man, this is such a beautiful, beautiful place. Steve and I were here in February, almost the entire month of February. Got to ride Gooseberry Mesa several times. I was able to like see the progression while we stayed here. I'm gonna leave it for some of the other riders to tackle this time, but Gooseberry Mesa has a special place in my heart.
So we just replaced the lights on this truck with lights from Headlight Revolution, a full LED swap out, and check out these headlights. This is awesome. So these are our LED headlights, which are great. Then we turn on the fog lights. Boom!
Continue for 1 mile.
Then we turn on the high beams, and then we turn on our amazing light bar. And that's just so great for driving on these back roads at night. It gives you so much confidence to be able to see that far ahead. There were several best parts of the day for me. One was watching Joseph burn up those monstrous climbs, and the views on that trail were amazing, and it was fun to really push myself and find my limit. And the second best part of the day was pulling into camp here at Gooseberry, this awesome location that Corbin got for us, and reconnecting with him and his family was awesome.
Oh, my favorite part of the day, besides the entire ride, was probably when we were descending down to the Cascade Falls Road, and Steve was like 10 feet behind me and the dog was right behind him, and we were ripping super fast. It was so flowy, and then we had to dive down around a fallen tree and almost got taken out by a stump. It was pretty cool.
Favorite part of the day, there was many. The trail was awesome, the weather was great. Just a lot of little stuff that made it really great. Going into the lava fields was really something, other than getting my attention, almost crashing a couple of times. And the group was great that I was riding with, and what made it even sweeter was, at the end, I smoked him. I beat him. I was the first one in, left him in the dust. I won.
Favorite part of the day today, I actually have two. So my first favorite was we went and hiked Queen's Garden at Bryce Canyon National Park today with the kids, and when we were hiking up out of the canyon, Ben and Cammie and their two girls were singing Old MacDonald Had a Farm the whole entire way along the trail and inventing animals as we went along. So it was great. We had all sorts of sounds behind us on the trail. My second favorite part of the day was here at camp. After we got everything all set up, we were the first ones here. We climbed up on some rocks here and watched the sunset, and just the view across the valley of the beautiful cliffs was just amazing, and it totally capped it off the day for me today.
Well, I don't know if it was the best part of the day, but definitely the most memorable part of the day was we were having lunch down at the bottom of Queen's Garden, and we look over and here comes this family hiking along, and they had a 2 or 3 year old son, and I had to do a double take because he was only wearing shoes. And I was like, whoa, is that kid just wearing shoes only? And then I did a triple take and realized that his parents didn't have anything on above the waist. So probably not the best part of the day, but definitely memorable.
My favorite part of the day was at the end of Navajo Lake, and when we got back to the cars, my dog just totally flopped down in front of the sign. So it looked like I staged him, but he was like just totally beaten, wasted, and it was like, I won!
Favorite part of the day, 2 highlights for me today. First was seeing my wife come with our daughters and make that loop trail, which was way more than what we thought it was going to be. But at 9,000 feet of elevation, she did an 11-mile ride, and what did we figure? It was over 1,000 feet of elevation increase. So I was really proud of her and glad that my daughters were there to support her. The other highlight for me today is I took a spill, and all I got was a raspberry on my shoulder, so I was really glad.
My favorite part of the day is actually making it to the end of the Navajo Loop and feeling actually that I had gotten stronger as the ride went on, even though there were multiple times I wish I could have bailed. But actually making it to the end and riding through, and the opportunity to do it with my daughters was really super sweet. And for that, I'm grateful.
So my favorite part of the day was, like everybody else, going around the Navajo Lake Loop. That was just really fun to ride that again. And then my next favorite part was driving into camp here and seeing all the cliffs all lit up with the sunset. And my third favorite part of the day is our dog is finally laid down and tired, which doesn't happen very often, so that's great.
The best part of the day was riding with my mom and my sister and seeing them both do really well. And I just love doing these trips, and I love our friends, and I love having my family here with me too. It's a lot of fun. Good morning. It is Saturday. It's our last day. This is our cool cowboy camp. A bunch of us slept out under the stars in bivvies. It was really nice and warm. A few of us are gonna go on kind of an easy ride on Gooseberry Mesa, and an even bigger group is gonna do some of the really fun roller coaster like riding. And yeah, everybody's getting suited up. Today is our earliest start yet. The sun is almost about to come up over those cliffs, which I believe that's Zion National Park. Anyway, we're getting an earlier start because it's gonna be really hot today, like in the 90s. So we decided, you know, let's get our riding done out of the way a little bit earlier. Everybody's just about ready to get going. Yeah, Maxton. And he's just getting started today. Kayla's gonna go mountain biking with us this morning. What are you gonna have for breakfast?
A Nutella and banana sandwich with whipped cream. Yep.
It is sunrise at Gooseberry Mesa, and we got a great group. We're gonna go ride.
There they go. Come here.
What a beautiful morning. We have to leave early because it's so hot here. Oh, I love this trail. Like riding on the moon or Mars.
These doggies are gonna hang out with Grandma today. Look at their faces. You guys look like one of those Sarah McLachlan commercials. Trailhead, here we go.
That's mine.
So I'm having a baby in like a few weeks, and I am so beyond caring what I look like. I've got like the cargo capris going on, which is not something I wear when I'm not pregnant, but they were cheap and they have stretchy waist. So I've worn a lot of cargo pants. We're gonna have a fun ride with Kayla and my sister and Laura and my dad. It'll just be beautiful and fun.
We have an awesome group here. Perfect size. It's either sand or rock here. Drains really well in the rain, except for the road getting in here is a total mess.
So we are on Gooseberry Mesa. We're at the last parking lot. And there's actually this fire road that you can go up, and it takes you not quite out to the very edge, to the like very tip of the mesa, but it gets you pretty close, and the view is really, really pretty. It's like just over 3 miles to get out there, and then 3 miles of downhill back, so it should be perfect. There's a couple single track spots that'll cross us, but we just stay on the fire road.
Having fun. You guys having fun? How do you like it, Maxon?
I would give it rated B.
A B? What would make it an A?
Something less.
Less bumpy, more rocks maybe, more slabs to ride on?
Yeah, more like this.
All right, let's see if we can turn it into an A. Nice riding. Look at him go in his hardest gear. Yeah. Yeah, 100 A's and 100 pluses, Maxton says.
So Kayla, this road's gonna be nice because it's nice and wide. So we get to pick, you know, if we want to go on the bumpy part or if there's an easy part. There'll be a couple sandy spots and a couple of hills we might walk, but this should be really great. Yeah. We need to hook you up with a Dusty Betty sticker. We need to hook you up with a bunch of them. Yeah, keep spinning. Spin a little faster. Yeah. Woo! Yeah.
What happened to you since the last time we went?
Look at those views. Zion National Park right over there. Woo! So much fun. Phil, if you're watching this, you need to come here and ride this with us. You would love it.
Yeah, good job. Oh, you're still going? Good job, Kayla. She made it halfway up. Great job and good attitude. Okay, try going up one of the sides instead of the middle. This one of the sides will be better for you. There you go. Good job. You got it. Yeah. Oh, good job. Yeah, pedal, 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 pedal. Get into an easy gear.
Oh yeah, with his seat up. Yeah. Yeah, it was big.
Keep that momentum. Oh, yeah! Dang, girl! You should eat Nutella for breakfast every day.
Yeah. Now it's on to bowls and ledges. Okay. So fun. Whether you're 9 or 59, this trail is a blast. Yeah. Nice, Gus. So cool our friends from Arizona would come up to join us on this trip. The mountain bike community is awesome. Yeah. Yeah, Maxton. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You got this. Just keep pedaling. Good job, good job, good job. Oh, so close. Do you want to try one more time?
No.
No? Okay.
I will push you up this part. Jump on, and then I want you to start pedaling up there, okay? Ready? And pedal.
Yeah. Good job. Ooh, that deep sand.
Once your back tire's on it, just lean your hips forward. Yes, yes! Woo! Kevin's got it. Yes, yes, yes!
Oh, dang.
Oh, you gotta try that again.
Yep, yep, yep. Oh. Good effort. Ben has a good idea. Short approach challenge. We're gonna try it with a 2-foot run in. I like that idea, Ben. Getting on the bike's the hard part. Yeah.
Yes.
This is gonna be hard. At least I can track stand a little. Push into the BMX gate. All right, we got this.
Yeah! Yeah!
Woo! All right, Ben and I are attempting the no pedal challenge up that, where we come through this fast enough to coast up it. Here we go.
Yeah! This will look easy.
Woo! I didn't make it that time. Nice, Ben.
All right, we are almost to the end. Kayla's crushing it.
Okay, I got you up. Okay, now pedal.
All right.
And right up there.
Woo!
There you go, you did it. Where's my cheerleaders?
Yeah! Woo! Home stretch, just keep going.
You can do it.
Good job, just keep spinning, 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 spinning. Keep your legs going. Yeah! Woo!
You gotta put your tire in that crack.
That's where I messed up. I went up.
There he goes, yeah!
Woo!
That was a good dismount. You all right?
Rock and roll, man.
It's harder than it looks, especially with little tires. I'm glad you got 24s now. Yeah! Nice, Maxton.
I forgot we're up on a mesa.
Here's one view. Not too shabby. This is totally like Red Bull Rampage country.
Okay, don't go past Tess.
Can you tell we're near the Rampage site, viewers? We are riding the yellow trail now. Wow, that's a butt kicker right off the bat. Yeah, gravity's a good thing. Wrong gear. Yeah.
Think we got a view on our hands. Not too shabby. We made it out to the viewpoint. How was it?
It was awesome. It was a good ride.
How was it?
It was great. It's a great third day ride for hot weather.
If I remember correctly, it's probably like 2/3 climbing coming out here, so I feel like it should be 2/3 downhill coming back. We'll see.
What a trail. Look who we ran into.
Oh, so you were saying, who are the geniuses?
Kayla's killing it. She's come unglued a couple of times, but she climbed almost everything.
We kind of struggled on the fire road climbing everything.
It's cool to cross paths. It's a big mesa, you know?
They were hoping we'd run into you.
I know. Yeah! Woo! Good job, girl! Nice job. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, I forget my seat hits my belly.
I was looking forward to that. Oh, you're good. Soft
Yeah.
place. Good job, baby girl.
Nice.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite parts of the whole trail, is the little ride to the overlook. Some fun, challenging sections. You can get on the rock. Yeah, I got it. Oh, if it doesn't shift on me halfway through. Yeah, that wasn't me hitting the shifter. Total traction.
Yeah, just keep that front tire straight. Good job! Yeah! Good job, man.
I keep thinking I'll go ride by myself, but it's not near as much fun.
Right?
That one always gets me. Don't look down. Zion National Park back there. Ben changing a flat. What a day. It's getting warm, but what a day.
Whew. Yeah, keep those feet spinning. Yeah. Good job. Ah, the crazy sand. Woo!
Heights aren't able to get through it. You got it.
Yeah, just keep your feet spinning fast. Good job.
Yep. The end, it gets steeper, the very last foot. So you kind of have to let off your brakes on the very, very, very last part because it's so steep.
Way back. You're gonna have to lean so far back, buddy. Way back there.
You got it. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. You can't stop. Woo!
Nice.
Yeah.
Wheelbase.
Yeah. Yeah, Ernie. Like a boss.
Woo! Well done. Yeah. What was the worst part of the ride and what was the best part of the ride?
The worst part of the ride was the sand. The best part of the ride was riding on the big rocks.
It was hard for her. It was not easy, and I couldn't believe the stuff she was climbing. I didn't even expect her to try a lot of that. She charged right up some crazy stuff. It was really, really cool.
This is the brutal one. Yeah! Yeah, left's a little easier. It's just so rough.
Yeah.
South rim, extreme difficulty, double black, which is a red. Maxon, you're on a double black diamond now. You got this. There's one or two exposed parts. I'll let you know when they're coming. They're about a foot from the edge. So good. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
It is getting toasty, so we're gonna go back to camp, hang out in the shade and chill a little bit. Steve and the rest of the guys will probably be back in a couple of hours, so we'll let them take the rest of the riding from here. All right, let's see it. Yeah, that looks good.
Whoa, don't look down. Go nice and slow. Woo! Nice roll. How you feeling?
I'm good.
Excellent.
I'm good.
Yeah, that burped a little bit. Look at that sealant. Alright, we got a little dent in the rim where we hit that rock, and it's not sealing with the sealant, so we're going to bend the rim back. Something you can't do with carbon rims. There you go. We'll just keep the teeth marks off it. That looks like it. A crescent wrench is what you want to use at home, but we don't have a crescent wrench.
Perfect.
How's it look? Good?
Yeah, looks good. You think so?
Yep, nice and straight. Let's pump this bad boy up. Yeah.
Just chilling, waiting for the guys to get back. This is like the perfect thing for a hot day. And thank heavens, Laura, about the easy up. So we got all this shade. Mom brought the watermelon.
Woo! This trail's got a little bit of everything. Hang a left. Yeah.
Nice, Maxton.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You can tell Ben's been riding Zen lately. It's a beast on the climbs. Yeah. Oh, going for the bonus line. Oh, I like that line. Oh man, Kevin just went down. I saw that. He slammed his shoulder hard over the bars. Might have knocked him out. He crashed. Probably broke his arm.
Can we put something into your face right here? We're going to have to support your arm, and it's going to hurt like hell. The compound is the bone sticking out? No, not bleeding.
Tell you what, as soon as you want to sit up, we'll help you, okay? Otherwise, you just stay right there. If your helmet's constricting...
Okay, friends, Gus was an EMT. He's who we want to be here. You want me to call someone, Gus?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I think we need life flight. It's
We are on Gooseberry Mesa. We have a friend who has crashed and his arm appears quite broken.
Can they meet you at the parking lot? Are you able to hike down with him, or are you?
Nah, he's laying in the trail. I don't think he wants to move.
Okay.
Let me double check with my friends.
If you're not able to, I'm sure they can hike up. Is there any serious bleeding?
Nope, he's alert, he's conscious. We have a retired EMT here who's taking a look, and we're not moving him, but his left arm's broken. But he doesn't want to move, he's just laying there. So yeah, they'll probably want to hike here. He's a big guy.
Okay, so I'll have the crew meet at the South Rim Trail parking lot.
Yep, that's great.
Something going there, but it's all right.
It feels bad. It feels so bad.
It's all right. Okay, you're good right here?
We should leave someone with him. So we're heading back to the parking lot where we will meet the EMTs, and they will hike up here and help Kevin with his broken arm. And we'll play it by ear from there. Just a reminder that accidents happen and mountain biking is a dangerous sport. Glad it's just a broken arm. It could have been a lot worse. He hit hard. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I thought he broke his shoulder, just judging by the crash.
Well, are you still?
Yeah, we're heading back to camp.
And then,
Appreciate it. We'll be in touch.
Yeah, thank you so much, you guys. Take care. Howdy. Huge props to these rescue guys. They are awesome. Super level-headed, super kind. They just get information without being rude. All right, paramedics are headed back to get Kevin. Gus and Ernie stayed with Kevin. Ben and Corbin are walking back with Kevin's bike. And Hank and me and Maxton are riding back to camp to get water to go relieve those other guys who are still out there on the trail. Huge shout out to Colorado City paramedics. Those guys are awesome. Sorry, Kevin, you couldn't finish this ride. Next time. He's launching off every one of these. Yay! Kevin's bike made it back. So is that bike as light as they say it is?
You know, it feels a lot heavier.
Status update. I am now heading back to where Kevin is. Kevin has the helicopter there to pick him up because it was just too difficult to put him on a stretcher and his arm hurt too much to walk. So he is getting picked up and bandaged up and ready to go in the helicopter. And Gus and Ernie are with him, but they've never ridden this trail and they don't know how to get back. So I'm riding back to get them to show them how to get out of here. I will update you shortly. It's about 96 degrees today. It is warm. I'm kind of riding in survival mode now, trying to not get another injury and further complicate things. So I'm taking it easy. I still can't get over the beauty of this place though. Goodbye, Kevin in the helicopter. Safe recovery.
Luckily, he was able to walk
to the truck?
To the copter.
So once they got pain meds in him and splinted, and
good.
Yeah.
took an air cast.
Was it just his arm they were worried about?
Just now, yeah.
Great.
Just the arm.
I got 1.5 liters of water. You guys want it? All right. And now we're 3 again. Well, if it's not one thing, it's another. My plug has come out.
Oh, man.
Time for another one. This is not the first time these bacon strips have saved me.
Yeah.
There you are. Might need a second one. Let's see. Do your job, little bacon strip. I love this little lysine pump. I'll be putting a link to it on Teresa's website under her gear stuff. It's holding. The sealant plus the plug are doing their job. I also have a tube if I need it, but that's pretty good. Back on track, moving again. Making our way out of this trail. Oh, it's been a long day.
Yeah.
Good Samaritan Award goes to Gus and Ernie here. They are good guys, staying with Kevin while the helicopter came. When we say we have good people we ride with, this is what we mean. Everybody lent a hand and took care of business. Hello, friend.
How you doing, baby?
Good to see you. I'm hot. Let's get the heck out of here. My hot chocolate ready?
Yeah.
The best part of the trip was for sure the night ride on Thunder Mountain. That was one of the coolest things I have ever done. Can't wait to do some more stuff like that. That was so cool.
And best part of my trip would probably be riding Navajo Lake and just camping with a whole big group, and riding with the big group. I had never done that before, and that was really fun.
Best part of the day for me was when I got to go mountain biking, and I got to put it on the top of my list for mountain biking trails. Best part of the day was I got to ride a trail that was really fun. It wasn't necessarily a trail, but it was a road, and it was really rocky. And best part of the trip was meeting some new friends.
Best part of the trip? Well, they say the best way to judge somebody's character or see how they are is to travel with them or to camp with them. So meeting this group of people has been very cool. So it's been the best part of the trip. Just really solid people.
Best part of the day can be summed up in 2 words, teamwork and friendship. Best part of the trip is memories of friendship. So thank you.
Best part of the day was waking up before the sun rose and actually seeing the stars still above my head. That was really nice to be in the dry heat where we could do that. Best part of the trip was, as always, being with friends and family and just having the opportunity to spend the extra time doing things we all love.
I'd say the best part of the trip was people, being around family and friends, meeting new people that Steve and Tessa invited, and riding with my daughters and my wife. Yeah, just the people and the place, in the place.
Best part of the trip for me has been spending time with my Kayla girl and being able to ride with her today and seeing her just conquer that trail that she called a road, but it was still really hard. She just did so awesome, and I'm just super proud of her and getting to share time with other people. So it was great.
Well, I've got a whole bunch of best parts of today. Mountain Dew when I came back. Also coming around a corner and seeing the truck coming when I was about spent. Before that, when we were kind of coming up on a hill and we kind of watched Life Flight circle in and go for a landing. That was pretty cool. Best part of the trip though also happened today, and it was when up on the trail, and we actually were on separate trails, but we were able to meet up with both groups, and I was able to watch my daughter Kayla go on some hard parts of the trail that I didn't think that she could do, and it was just awesome to watch her go on things that I thought were maybe a little bit harder than she was capable of doing. So that was awesome. Best part of the trip.
The best part of today was waking up under the stars. That was incredible last night. And this trail is one of my top 3, possibly my favorite trail. It's just absolute fun. And doing it with such fun people and such great riders, and we would have a blast just sessioning something over and over and over. And the amazing, everyone is so amazing in this group, and when Kevin hurt himself, everyone took a responsibility and went and took care of it, and we were fine. We didn't worry, we didn't freak out. This has been such a great trip. I'm so grateful for the wonderful people that took time out of their busy lives to come spend it with us, because this is our favorite part about life.
Best part of the trip is too tough to say. It's a lot of things that were great. Best part of today, again, there was a lot of really good parts of today. The riding was great. This is a place I've been wanting to do for a long time. Finally got it done. Really thankful for the invite. Great people to ride with. A lot of fun, and I'm really glad that last night I did sleep at a Holiday Inn so I could give Kevin the kind of care he deserves out there. And then watching him fly away in Life Flight was great.
So the best part of today for me was when we lugged our cooler on top of the rocks and we ate our yogurt and breakfast on top of, as the sun was rising over Zion's National Park. It was a really cool view. And then best part of the trip was just that every day there was something planned at every level, and people were that were more advanced were jumping on and doing the easier stuff, so it kind of made you feel like you were cool even if you were on the bunny hills. So it was a nice trip that there was just something for everyone, and everyone was super supportive of where you were at and just enjoying outside.
There was a few best part of the trips for me, but I loved seeing so many of the ladies have triumphant moments, because that is really what inspired me to start Dusty Betty. But also just riding with everybody. The thing I love about traveling, the thing I love about mountain biking, the thing I love about Dusty Betty is the community and the people that I meet. And I love having these trips with friends and bringing a lot of those people together. It's amazing.
I have another favorite part of the day. Another favorite part of the day was becoming a Dusty Betty.
I have to give a huge shout out to Teresa, because this trip wasn't super fun for her, but she made it super fun for me. She worked really hard to make sure I could have fun, and it's really hard because she can ride all the hard stuff, but she can't ride all the hard stuff right now. So it's a big sacrifice for her to watch us come back having loved an amazing ride and not having been able to do it. So thank you, hon.
Yep, but, you know, we're just making sure the little Dusty will have a debut on a bike. We got to keep this baby safe so that she can be a Dusty Betty someday.